What a finger roll. Call it Alabama's gateway arch. The game, the month, and Alabama season, all of it and everything, came down to 4.2 seconds in the hands of Alabama point guard Collin Sexton. Good thing Alabama had one of the fastest ball handlers in the country for the most important moment of the season. Down a point, and looking down the court inside St. Louis's Scott Trade Center at what might have been the final meaningful play of his college career, Sexton took the inbounds pass and swerved like a speed racer through Texas A&M's traffic cone. Defense. The Aggies have two of the best big men in the country, Tyler Davis and Robert Williams. But none of that mattered. Coach told me to just race it up the floor and use my speed to get to the basket, Sexton said. Good plan, Coach. Sexton got to the rim with time expiring, and lofted a high arcing finger roll as majestic and symbolic as the gateway arch in downtown St. Louis. Okay, maybe not that majestic and symbolic, but it was glorious all the same. It was likely a gateway shot into the NCAA tournament for Alabama, which entered the second round of the SEC tournament needing a win to have any chance at an at-large bid. The Crimson Tide had lost 5 straight games before Alabama 71, Texas A&M 70. But March Madness and a little matinee magic happened on the first afternoon of what should be the best SEC men's basketball tournament in league history. What a finish to what we can now call a start to Alabama's postseason. It was amazing, Sexton said. And now it's a postseason Iron Bowl. Y'all. Repeat. Postseason Iron Bowl. Fewer words in this great state of Alabama have the power to move and inspire the masses. Free pit barbecue and banana pudding, maybe. Alabama, 18-14, plays Auburn, 25-6, at noon on Friday in St. Louis. Take off work, folks. Call in sick. Wreck your car. Do what you gotta do. Alabama and Auburn split their 2 games during regular season, so this is a rubber match for respect and so much more. If Alabama didn't definitively punch its ticket to the NCAA tournament with a win against Texas A&M, then a victory against Auburn would all but guarantee an at-large bid. Before the tournament, I picked Alabama to upset Auburn in the quarterfinals. But that prediction didn't take into account all the disrespect handed down to the Tigers by the SEC just before its trip to St. Louis. Auburn won a share of the regular season title yet didn't land a single player on the All-SEC first team. For a group that has been fueled by slights all season, the Tigers received from the SEC gift-wrapped motivation to play their now signature oppressive defense, the type of defense that turned an afterthought team in the preseason to one of college basketball's most unlikely stories. In the words of Auburn guard Jared Harper, his team has been playing with a chip on its shoulder all season. Here's what Harper said before the SEC snubbed his team of a single first-team All-SEC pick. I think we've all faced times where we were underrated and we just used that chip of being underrated to showcase we are actually good players. Quote, the Iron Bowl rivalry goes deeper than Auburn and Alabama for Harper and Sexton. Of course, it's personal for the two floor generals of each team. Sexton and Harper played together in high school for 3 years. After Auburn trounced Alabama 90-71 in February, someone asked Harper if he derived extra motivation when playing Sexton, a projected NBA lottery pick. I just want to come out every game and prove that I'm one of the best guards in the country, and one of the best guards in the SEC. So it doesn't matter who the matchup is, Harper said. And to that statement we can all roll our eyes. We've seen Harper play. We know better. That spirit and fight that Harper has shown all season for Auburn. That's what Alabama had been lacking until the final minutes against Texas A&M. Alabama built a comfortable double-digit lead in the second half, and then the Crimson Tide gave it all back. It was happening again to Alabama. Oh, Lord. It was happening again, and everyone knew it. First it was a Sexton turnover followed by a Sexton missed three-pointer followed by a charge by John Petty in the lane. Then Petty jacked up a shot from 28 feet faster than you can say it. And Alabama only led 63-62. But something beautiful happened next. Well, actually something beautifully ugly. Sexton missed a floater in the lane, but didn't hesitate to get back on defense. He ran so fast down the court he passed the action and drew a charge in transition. Do you know how hard that is to do? That charge, that effort, gave Alabama confidence when it absolutely had to happen. Finally, this team grew up. Alabama power forward Donna Hall stepped out to the perimeter and jumped a pass that led to a dunk. And then Sexton took another charge. And then it was a mad dash to the finish line for both teams. Texas A&M tied it at 65-65 with 1:17 left and then tied it against its 67 all with 39 seconds to go. And every single time Sexton answered to give Alabama another lead. Every single time. Even when Texas A&M's T.J. Starks drilled his three-pointer to give the Aggies the lead, Sexton had the answer. Alabama would not go away. Finally, Alabama grew up. The main thing is we recovered from adversity, said Johnson, Alabama's coach. These guys are maturing now. Quote, Joseph Goodman is a columnist for Alabama Media Group. He's on Twitter at Joe Goodman Jr.